Good morning in the morning, or should I better say good afternoon? I'm still here in my apartment and yeah, getting prepped for today. I don't know how well you can see it, but it did rain a little bit. I was kind of concerned about that. So now, yeah, I'll have to see how the conditions are on the trail, if I can make it out or not, or on the trails. I think the roads still look kind of wet. It stopped raining. It does not rain. Oh no, it does rain. Shit. I'm seeing raindrops on the pool. Yeah, I gotta reconsider, see what I do. Um, Let me show you the trail for today. So as you can see, this is where we landed. This is where I came to. So still in northern Morocco. And from here on, we would follow this trail down south. On a bigger map of Morocco, you can see we would basically see this little lake over there, which is here. We would end up, yeah, somewhere in this area. So coming from here through here. Now, really, the question is, do I want to risk that? Do I want to do that? Or what do I do if it's raining? All right, all right. That way. Yeah, I'm leaving my apartment for last night, and yeah, the conditions are not the greatest. I mean, the road seems dry-ish, especially this terrain here, and the forecast was saying light showers in the north of Morocco, so exactly where I am. So ideally I would cover some distance and try to go south, follow the path. Yeah, that really depends on how wet the terrain is. I mean, if you see what I see now, is I'm quite happy with that. I wouldn't mind a terrain like this, but I'll have to see how it turns out further down on the trails. So for now, the idea is that I go back a little to where I left the Trans-Morocco Trail yesterday, and then I will tackle section B of the trail. What is also kind of a difficult situation is that it's super humid, super warm, but still little rain showers sometimes, and it makes it kind of difficult to dress appropriately. Now I'm rocking the jersey again, coupled with the anti-fog goggles, because also already packing the bike I immediately felt that it was way too warm with the jacket. So my hope is that the trail is okay, but I mean, look at the roads, these are super nice, and that I don't get too wet. I'm going this direction. This does look better than this direction. Man, it's crazy to see how the landscape and the vegetation changes so drastically and so quickly. I think there was like not even 10 minutes since my last recording, and as you can see, the ground is now more orange. It's a more grassy region. It reminds me a lot of Turkey. When you go into the country, it's also changing changing super fast in a short distance, and I'm having similar vibes here in Morocco. Very diverse vegetation, very diverse nature. It seems like there's a different microclimate every 10-20 kilometers. And the soil is sometimes you see this yellowish sandy soil, then you see this brownish, I don't know, African maybe you would say, soil.
And now there's kind of a mixture of it. You see those half complete houses, or maybe they are complete, I don't know. Oh, I should watch the road. And people seem to live in them happily. So, back on asphalt again. What a nice section. And the mule. Hello, Mr. Mule. How you doing? Alright, let's pick up the pace a bit. So I gotta be careful with those rocks. That's what. I mean, the KTM is really good, or can cope with some difficult terrain, but it's born for weedy. It's born for trails that are not too steep, not too rocky, but flat and gravel. That's what it really comes to life. And this is one of those sections. Okay. So this may be this riverbed thing. And the approach is there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know. I do understand. Okay. Follow the riverbed left and take the road. Ah. Man, I wanted to shift to first gear. Whoopala. Not the best angle of start, man. Embarrassing. Alright. Okay, that was kind of embarrassing. I thought I would be able to do it in a more fashionable way. So yeah, that's what they meant with riverbed or road is washed away. Follow the riverbed a little bit and then you can come back to the trail. And apparently the tarmac is also coming shortly. So I can see that with a big truck could be more challenging. Okay, another steep angle. Do it to first. Let's commit to it. I can do this. There we go. Easy cheesy. Yeah, my mistake probably was that I was in the first gear. Doing those slow, steep, technical things, you gotta be in first gear. So I hope you're more satisfied with my second my piloting through the second obstacle compared to the first one. But then again, I am also a bit rusty. I will admit to that. Ah, there's the road. Okay, first gear, commit to it, and here we are. Nice one. Well, well, we arrived at the end of section 1. Section B, sorry. And I think this way is going to be the new section, which I will shortly find out. So I keep going forward in this direction. And now I will stop for a little bit, check out the info of the trail, and go from there. Let's see. So as you can see, this is section B following, section C now, sorry. And yeah, the info is kinda scarce on this one. It says that there is no fuel available. It's not off-road apparently, but it does kind of look like that. So I really don't know. And no fuel up until this bad boy here, which makes me probably want to fill up here now. Even though I have enough range, I don't want to risk having to do this section without fuel. So yeah, how should I do it? I don't know. No, I think it will be wiser to fill up. I was planning not to, but if it says there's no fuel available, I'm not taking any risks. So let's fill up and go from there. So apparently, since the next section, from what it looks like, section C is a asphalt track, I decided to reinflate my tires a little bit back to street pressure. That's just basically a precaution to minimize wear on my tires. I had them deflated to 1.5, 1.6 bars, and now I'll reinflate them again to 2.5 in the front, I think, 2.3 in the front. That's what I usually ride, like 2.5 in the back. And yeah, this way we can just minimize a little bit the tire wear, because there's still a lot of road ahead of us. And I've got this super neat little compressor guy over here that I'm super a fan of. So this makes life so easy with variable pressures. So apparently there is off-road on section C, and as you can see in front of me, that's where the trail wanted me to go, which I will of course not do. I just checked out the area and I can go there a little, go around, and then I can follow the road you see over there. Yeah, it's always when things look like this, there's no point, especially on a solo journey like mine, to risk anything closely related to that if it's not absolutely necessary. And it really isn't, and it would just be yeah, stupid risks to do. So I won't be doing that. I'll go around there, and yeah, I deflated also the tires again a little bit, back to deflation. I didn't measure this time because I kind of eyeballed it. I'm still curious to see if this is just one small section. I think from the looks of it, it is. I think I could have also left it like it was and just taking the road. Well, nevertheless, that's what I will do now. I will follow this little off-road, and yeah, kind of strange that it wasn't declared on the off-road files, GPX files. So let's avoid this right in front of me and take a more conservative approach. Yeah, I think the road is going somewhere in this direction. Seeing tracks is always a good sign. And I think this is, yep, that's the approach I want to take. See? Much easier. Would have been foolish to risk it on that descent. Oh, it is kind of sandy. Kind of sandy it is. Kind of slippery and sandy. A good thing I deflated the tires a little bit. Yeah, definitely different terrain than before. I can feel it on the front tire. Super loose. I'll just stay calm on the bike and let the bike find its way or its path through the sandy stuff. Haha, see? My first sand on this tour, how cool. How cool is that? I already feel like a Sahara desert rider. Sahara cowboy. Yep, sandy for sure. But not too slippery, I would say. The uphill sections of B, the beginning with the loose gravel, those were definitely more slippery than this is. Now you see this is the riverbed. I don't know what the situation would be if the river was flooded. Then it probably won't be even passable. Then you would have to take the detour on the streets. Yeah. You'll hear me saying these things about the riverbeds all the time, but trust me, the last thing you want to do is cross a river of unknown depth with unknown undergrounds and unknown rock formations solo and getting your bike washed down. I don't know where these rivers would flow, but to the Mediterranean Sea probably somehow. So yeah, I'm happy with this. There's the doggy. I hope you're peaceful. Yeah, that's a peaceful old boy. He didn't mind me whatsoever. I hate it when those aggressive shepherd dogs that chase me. The contrast, it's super interesting. Like this side of the hill, super green and lush, while that side is total desert. Just look at the street, right, lush, left, desert. That's what I mean. Like the landscape and nature and vegetation is ever so changing. You don't see that in Europe, not to that extreme. But look at it. Desert, forest. And the street separates them. So cool. Oh boy, look at this scenic road here. I hope the camera captures it. You see the red sand, the red dirt. Probably full of iron. And a really nice scenic descent. I see those red patches all over the place. And apparently this is more of a lush region where I'm heading again. Which I don't mind. Wow. And look at it, how beautiful. So nice. Just look at this picture, man. I think I'll stop and take a picture with my bike. Maybe I'll turn around. Nice. Look at this beautiful canyon. Right in the middle of it. And northern Morocco is really unique. I haven't seen a geography like this anywhere else. So beautiful. Wow, look at these formations there. You can really see the layers of rock. Oh wow, I mean, come on. Yeah, I'll keep rolling because look at this. Wow. But there's a little river down there. Probably carved all this out. Wow. The canyons of Morocco, probably. Wow. Look down there. That's a small, tiny river. And for several millions of years, probably. Ooh, there's a dam. Ah, look. There's the lake, and this is an artificial lake. So this is the dam. Ooh. Have a look at it. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a picture of this one. So cool. Whoopala. Don't forget the kickstand. So beautiful. Yeah, let me take a picture real quick. And then off we go. So I hope you can see my devices. Yeah, I'm here at the end of section C, and it is 20 to 5, so I think enough time for another stint doing section D. And as you can see, it would follow the trail further south, which is what we want. Today we covered all of these sections, so we made good progress coming south, and I'm planning on doing this as well and then search something in this area. I also checked the info on the GPS track. It says 50% off-road terrain, gravel and dirt tracks, off-road remoteness medium. There's fuel here. That's a little detour from the endpoint there. I'll have to see, but I think, what is it, 77 kilometers, that is well okay for today. Sun is still up, I still got time, and yeah, let's see where it gets me. Somewhere there, probably passing these mountains, as you can see in between them. I hope that I will avoid these clouds over there. So yeah, let's get to it. Those fellas look nice. Off-road, that's what I like. I really gotta say, those mixed paved conditions is not my preference, because you never kind of know on what you are. Is it now gravel? Is it now pavement? Can you like let the wheel slip a little, or can't you? Much rather have conditions like these. I see that it is a little damp here, so I'll be cautious with that, but still not muddy from what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing that someone passed here not long ago, probably when it was a little more wet, damp. So yeah, all good indications. It was definitely a good idea to fill up when I did beforehand. Section C and D do not offer too much or any refueling, basically. Or from what I've seen, also it's just at the end of D where you have the refuel with the detour. So yeah, my initial idea would have been after B to not refuel and keep a little lighter tank, but as C did not offer refueling, I filled it all up, and I have more than plenty to cover this stretch as well. And from then on. Thank you. Probably wanted to invite me to some food, but I'd much rather keep going, to be honest. And now it's straight ahead there. Yeah. Would have been nice to eat with them, probably. But I don't want to get caught with the rain and the darkness. So I gotta keep my priorities straight. A little more bumpy section. No, they're not a motorcyclist. Let's ask him what he's up to. All good?
Okay,
Pressure?
okay,
All good?
no problem.
Perfect. Okay, have a good one. This guy deflating his tires. Alright, let's keep on going. So it seems like we're back in the foggy section. I hope my gloves or goggles, sorry, stay free of droplets. The terrain is kind of bumpy, a little moist, but still okay, not too slippery. I'm still high with the pressure, or somewhere in the 2 bar region, and I don't know, maybe if it gets too slippery I'll decrease it a little like the Czech guy beforehand. But it doesn't seem to be too technical. And I can see fresh trails, and again, it's good to have this Czech guy now behind me, which means that if anything would come up, at some point he would catch up with me. Because chances are really high. He's following the trail as well. He's heading my direction. So if it would come to it, it's good to have someone in the back of your trail. But let's not hope for any, or let's hope that I won't be needing his assistance. Yeah, a little slippery again. As I've seen it from below, these clouds were not too dark, so I think this is more of a fog situation. It's also not condensating on my goggles, which means this probably won't be raining, or the water load in them is still not too high. But it does definitely get a little, I want to say muddy, and a little slippy as well. Yeah, keep it slow and steady. I hope I don't need to do any steep descents or ascents to where my tire would slip, because that is kind of a drawback of these big motorcycles, that just the weight that you're carrying, and if you are not able to apply the grip to the rear wheel, well then you get digging yourself in. But yeah, I'll keep a steady slow pace, and all good so far. So in muddy conditions like these, it's just the thought that it's always a good idea to keep the pace steady, not stopping. So first of all, you don't want to get stop and then dig yourself in. And the other idea is to always try to give it a little throttle when you can, or pick up a little speed in order to get rid of dirt from the tires or mud. So because the faster they spin, the more they can clear themselves of the mud. And the more often you can do that in a section like this, the better off you are. I don't know if I took a wrong turn here. I really hope the two roads come together again, because I think the trail was supposed to be on the other side. They'll probably join just in front of me. Nice. Yeah, don't need to risk anything. I think it's right. and it is kind of slippy. Slippy slopey. I don't know how much you can see how the dirt or the mud is thrown off of my tires, but even though they make the bike dirty, it's exactly what I want. I want to get rid of all that dirt from my tires or mud, because once the nuts are full of it, then all of your traction is gone, and that's the last thing you want off-road. Woo! So that was the muddy thing I was talking about. Yeah, nothing else to it than maybe sit down and ride it out. God, this is slippery. I'm trying to let the bike find its way as good as possible, and again, I really don't want to get stuck. Whoppa. Oh man, that's so slippery. Just don't stop. Just don't stop. Cool. That's super muddy. Let me catch some traction, come on. Ooh. What mud again? Jesus, this is muddy. Jesus. Keep it slow and steady, man. Ooh, you can do this. You can really do this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Ooh, super sexy, super muddy. Just quickly had to change my batteries, and that's what I'm talking about. You see all this mud on the tires, front and back. Yeah, I hope I can clear this off soon. I feel it also on my boots. They're like super heavy. Yeah. Yeah, let's get out of this situation here. Alright, let's go. Man, I just feel the heaviness of the mud on my boots, so I can't imagine how full my tires are. But it does seem to be less muddy here, which is good. I passed like 4 other motorcyclists, Germans, on big motorcycles too. So again, more people behind me, which is always good. And yeah, I think they also covered the trickiest sections already. Hope I'm not jinxing it for them and me, saying that this is now the easier part, but it kind of looks like that we might have gotten through the difficult parts. And it seems like I'm in front now, because I'm not seeing any motorcycle tracks in front of me now. Just a car that passed through probably today, which is also a sign that it's still somewhat passable, especially if it was a local car. Then they usually don't have the top-notch off-road stuff, but I mean, they have the skill. Oh yeah, nice, the fog cleared. Ooh, what is that? Is that a dog or a fox? I think that's a dog. Wow, a wild dog in the mountains like this. Had something feral to it. Alright, that's the way I like it. Can't stop recording. Just 2 minutes later, pure sunshine. Sun's out, fun's out. And a lovely trail ahead of me. Woo! This is awesome. Oh man, that feels good. Ooh, that is good. Ooh, what a relief. Still want to be cautious when I'm traversing these muddy areas because I don't want to be carrying too much speed in there, because if the front starts slipping left and right, you don't want to be traveling too fast, but it's handling it super well. And at speeds like this, the danger of getting your tires stuck with mud is also way lower. So off-road, it's always a good idea to carry some momentum. And with that, we are back on the road. What a lovely section. Woo! A little bit of a challenge, a little bit, but okay, a little bit. I would say if you are traversing section D in light damp conditions, or if it rained a few days before, then definitely be prepared to run into some mud. And by running into mud, especially with big bikes like these, ideally you want to have the high fender, not the low one next to the wheel, because I mean, you've seen it, the amount of mud that got stuck in my tire was considerate. And if this gap between your front fender and the tire gets clustered with mud, especially as you've seen, like the front tire is rolling and wants to get rid of that mud, and if it's no way to go but just in your fender, then you will sooner or later find yourself in a situation where the whole mudguard, or a whole space between the mudguard and your front tire, will be clustered with compressed mud. And man, that can lead you to either ripping off your front fender, or if traction is so low, then your front wheel won't turn. I had the same problem in Baldenas Reales. I'm kind of checking. Oh, the tires are good. In the Spanish desert, I had the same thing. My front tire was so clustered with mud at the fender that I had to dismount it like every 15 meters, clean it, put it back, push the bike for another 15 meters, and then clear it all up again. So that's why I have the high fender on this bike. So definitely a thing to consider if you're going to remote locations. I mean, you never know what the terrain is going to be, and if there's mud, have the high fender. As you can see, you can't see much. Well, that's how conditions change, and out of nowhere there's a huge truck. Ah, that's stuck. There's not too much I can do there. Oh man. Yep, I want to get off this mountain, that's for sure. Man, the fog has gotten worse. Luckily I'm on the streets, and yeah, I will cut section D short. I'll go back to D-Do, Dev-Do, something like that. I have to go there anyhow, because the next section is apparently rather remote, 100% off-road, and A, the conditions are not good, and B, I will definitely need fuel, because I only got a half a tank, and at least you want to have double of what you expect, especially if you have the tank. Like, it would be something else if your tank was, I don't know, somewhat compromised, or it was too small. But I have a big bike, I can fuel in 21 liters, and man, the storm is picking up. It's getting uncomfortable, but from what I've seen, there are hotels there as well. I really just wanted to get out of the cross section, because I mean, I'm really not afraid in that sense from anybody, but there was just two guys stopping in a car, and At first they looked at me and they were kind of waving. I told them everything is okay, but they still waited. And probably it's all out of courtesy and everything. Like, I don't want to put a judging on anybody there. Nonetheless, I don't have too much visibility behind me. I don't hear too much with the helmet on, so I don't want to get into a situation like this where nobody can see nothing. And I don't know what could happen. So better be safe than sorry, better be cautious. And it looks like the valley down there is free of the fog, which I'm really happy about. That's where I'm heading. Nice one. Plan is now to head into this village, Debdu it's called, and get me some fuel, and then there is on the Trans-Morocco trail, there's a remark that there is this kind of a hotel or rooms for rent, because unfortunately the area is super scarce when it comes to booking.com. So yeah, I would have to take a detour of roughly 1 to 1.5 hours to get there. My other concern is that I'm again potentially running low on cash. I definitely should have picked up more. And I really hope I can pay with my card on the fuel stop for the fuel, because then, I mean, let's hope they still have a room available, and if they do, then all good. And let's hope that I can pay with card here. And then I'm not the only guy having this idea. Bonjour. Adieu. Man, I've saved cash. So good. Let's get some. Alright. Man, Google didn't know of this ATM, and it showed me the next one to be so far away. Ah, so good. Jesus. Yes, I got cash. Yes. Alright. Now I only need a place to sleep and something to eat. Same story, day in and day out. Living the simple life. Alright, oh man. Oof. I was running low on cash. Let me tell you that. Yeah, I definitely expect these regions to be more and more cash heavy, as you were seeing, or as they were saying. And then I really hope that this accommodation place has a room for me, a warm meal. Oh, look at this picture, so nice. Man, they have everything in this village. I could also get a haircut, because now I got cash. Man, it feels good to have cash. Oh boy.
Dale, 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 dale. Sonido de vida prácticamente.
Hola chicos! Man, I arrived at the Triumph group. Hopefully they have a room for me. Man, that would be so nice.
So after another successful day, I have arrived. As you can see, I came into the same place as the Spanish Triumph Enduro riders, my KTM in the midst of them, all of them with the small bikes, and where is it? That's the place I'm staying at. They don't have a room anymore, but I can, after dinner, I can sleep in the dining area, which is okay. They got a shower, I got the outlet. It would have been such a detour to go somewhere else, so I'm super happy with this. Yeah, let's get settled. Let's unpack. I got cash, I got fuel. I need food now, then I will sleep a good one. And yeah, what an awesome end to an awesome day. So I'm here in this place. I just want to do a little snippet. As you can see, that's the dining area. I got myself a little tea, and now I'm waiting for food to be ready. I got this couch for the moment to myself with all my stuff. But yeah, other than that, it's a super lovely living area. Many people coming in and out, and yeah, I got food, I got accommodation. I don't want anything else. Well, it's gotten late. I'm here in this dining area of this place. And yeah, in the other main room, there are still people eating. But I'll be going to sleep now. There are 4 other guys that arrived. And yeah, been a long day. I'm super happy that I could tackle all these sections. I almost completed 3 of them. Tomorrow, the one is apparently a little bit more remote. So it's definitely a good time to do the cut and the break for that today here. I've filled up, my belly is full, I have a warm bed, the bikes are watched over, and yeah, by coincidence, so many people come together, so many bikers come into this place here, and I'll try to get a little sleep, because tomorrow is going to be an earlier day, as these guys are to leave at, I think 7:30 is when they want to have their breakfast, and yesterday I think I woke up at around 10, so I usually like to sleep in a little bit. So I will keep also the video editing a little shorter now. I got to realize that the upload speeds here are super slow, and I can't put out the vlogs in the pace that I wanted to. But that's a different story. It's just going to take a little longer. So yeah, just as an information, today is my 3rd day, and I posted the first vlog today finally, since the upload worked. And yeah, ideally, if you're catching this series while it's releasing, then it means I'm still on tour and doing it and enjoying myself. So yeah, awesome day. Looking forward for the bed, and maybe tomorrow is going to be a super productive day, as I'll be out of the bed super early. Have a good one. See you next time.